People thinking. Who's that? This for me. You did that. Satan, I come against you right now. And I thank you, God, for this chicken that I've been fighting all since I pulled up on a lot. I pulled up on a lot, DB, and I was like, good God Almighty, who's cooking that chicken? I was like, Lord. That was you, yeah. Now, I was cooking last night, and I only ate one wing. I was fighting it last night. And yes, and I'm going, yeah. Hey, man, but it's going down. You guys ready to get started? Say, oh, yeah. We ready to talk about it? Say, oh, yeah. All right, ladies, if you don't have a mustache, make some noise. Ladies without a mustache, make some noise. Yo, I got to give up. Bravo in the building, y'all, holding it down. The Wiz in the building. What's good, my homie? He came all the way to the, was it the white party? Yes. The white party. It was a white party. That's right, the white party. All right, we about to do this. Don't forget, check out the show. How many of y'all check out the show every day on 100.3 R&B and old school? We in here trying to bring y'all some good music and some good conversations. And of course, we want y'all to win and send y'all to the hottest parties and events and concerts in the city. All right. First question. Are y'all ready? Yeah. Okay. So here's what's going to happen. So the panel, they can easily put their hand up and say, I'm going to tackle that question. And and you can tackle the question as well. I don't believe in experts when it comes to relationships. I just think that you're seasoned. Because, expert to me means you probably, you never made a mistake. You just know it all, right? No. I think we all still, no matter how old we are, we still can continue to grow and learn. Am I right or wrong? All right. So first question. Again, you guys wrote them down. I didn't get a chance to talk to you off the side. Why is marriage and commitment in a relationship no longer popular? Why is marriage and commitment in relationships no longer popular as we talk about it today? What's up to everybody on Facebook? You first. She's first.
Keep it real in the kids. Right.
Don't hold back.
Oh, there's nothing to hold back. One of the realities that we have to face is that society has no longer deemed that as something that is a requirement. It's no longer a responsibility or the thing to do for individuals to say, I do. They're too busy and already getting the opportunity to shack up. I'm getting everything the cow got to offer. So what am I going to put a ring on it for? And that's the reality that we have to accept as someone who had been in a relationship for 23 years. And my question had always been, when? When is it going to be our time? But why? 23. Yeah, Sway. Dang. The lies you tell, she is not 25. So that was the thing that you had to realize is, even though you call yourself holding back a little bit or trying to be the best person that you can be, it's no longer necessary because society does not deem that this is what you have to do, especially knowing that the divorce rate continues to rise. For it to be over 50%, that lets you know I don't have to stay in this. I got options. I can go out there and do whatever I want to do. So with that being the reality, people don't feel it's a necessity any longer for me to say I do.
I'm gonna be quick. I'm just gonna piggyback. Yeah, you was long. I'm gonna be quick. Just to piggyback what she was talking about. You have boyfriends and girlfriends giving each other husbands and wives privileges. So why commit? So a guy with a girl for 8-9 years, they living like they married. So he chilling. I'm cool. 23, chilling. So stop giving boyfriends and girlfriends, husbands and wives benefits.
My simple answer is that I do does not mean the same. You still have married men out at the bar switching their rings. You still have married men making it very clear that they are married men and, hey, call me at this time. So I just feel that because it has the whole atmosphere, like they said, it's trendy. It's trendy to do something else. Our requirements have not our standards have gone down. Our requirements have gone down. Therefore, a man now is proposing, and he's proposing, and we're engaged for 2 or 3 years, and he's still cheating. I mean, I have seen men. You just proposed to your wife, and you still trying to holler at me. I don't understand it. But I do see men all the time who wear rings, and they're still out doing single man things. So the my answer to it is that again, the language has changed, and like they said, we don't require the same things. So if we don't require it, why would we, take it serious? It's not as intimate. It's not as sacred.
I agree with what everybody said. In addition to that, it's just like the biggest thing is just standards and really knowing your worth. And if we really take a step back and realize who we are as people, and it's not just women, because I think when we get to this point, it's always like, women, y'all got to know your worth, but the brothers be like, well, I guess I don't need to know my worth, so I'm just sitting back. But it's really for everybody, like really understanding who you are. Now, if you come to the conclusion that I don't want to be married, that's not what I want, I'm not interested in a committed relationship, then that's on you personally. But if that is what you want, then you can't dummy yourself down to settling for this other life that somebody else said that it's okay to have. And even with the word settle, I looked that up a few weeks ago, and I changed my whole thought process on it, because settlement at the heart of it just means to come to an agreement within yourself about a particular matter. So some of us do need to settle. You need to settle and realize what you really want within your life. Now, if you want a good man, then wait for that good man. And don't say to yourself, well, he's not coming, so I'm going to rush the process and I'm going to just dibble and dab and mess with this guy, and then you call your girlfriends, he keeps hurting me. Well, you keep dating the same guy just with a different face, right or wrong. So we have to continue to take a step back, realize who we are, what we want, what we don't want, and then when you see something that you don't want, get out of it immediately. Don't waste time thinking that it's going to get better, because you begin to set these false expectations thinking that this man is going to change when you can't marry reality. You can't date potential. You have to look at what you really have in reality. And just with knowing your worth, I got a great resource tonight called No More Discounts. It talks about really realizing your worth and tapping into who you really are and who God made y'all to be. And I think all of y'all tonight are beautiful, men and women. Y'all have to realize who you are. You keep dating dummies, you keep getting the same results over and over and over again. You think that they going to treat you the right way? No, they're going to abuse you physically, mentally, and financially, because they're going to take your money and ask you for it to pay their bills, to buy them this, buy them that, and that ain't really what you need to be doing.
Y'all give it up for the panel. Give it up for the panel. You come on over this way, bro. I know you got something to say about it. Again, if you're just tuning in, we right here in Cincinnati. Kickbacks, holler at us. Why is marriage and commitment in a relationship no longer popular?
I believe the romance of the marriage is gone. I mean, back when I was coming up, you seen the husband and wife. They always did everything. They was always in love. They always kept each other in thought. You know what I mean? It's to the point where nowadays it's like, okay, cool. I really don't care about my wife no more. I only want her for a particular thing, or I want my husband for a particular thing. It's always a hidden agenda. It's nothing collectively come together no more and say, okay, cool, this is what I want. I heard somebody said something earlier about, okay, cool, I think it was Sam saying, you get with this person, you have sex, and okay, and this, that, and other. It's more than just sex. It's more than just money. You know what I'm saying? When you get with your spouse, like my mother and father, I looked at them and it's like looking at a story. It's like, my God, is this real? You know what I mean? You love him, and she loves you, and they come together on things. There's not enough romance in a marriage no more. And people, instead of saying, okay, cool, this is the particular individual I want to be with. They're not taking time, like a man said, for our self-worth. It's not just your self-worth. You got to know what it is that you want. And then once you see that or take time or wait for that thing to come through, then you got to collectively come together, okay, cool, make a comparison and see if you guys match. It's not, to me, it's not enough romance no more in the marriage.
In my opinion, from what I analyzed, a lot of times people bring to them that type of temperament or that type of characteristic that they have within themselves. So say, for instance, if you were just getting out of a tormented relationship, in most case scenarios, you're going to bring another tormented soul as your companion subconsciously. It's not to say that you purposely want that person, but because that is what is in you. A lot of people, they bring the same type of characteristics, that same type of momentum, that same type of feeling into the arena, and they don't even realize it. And so once they get into that context, they say, this feels nice. Well, it feels nice because you're damaged and he's damaged. Why? Because y'all have a camaraderie. You have something that you can understand. And so once you figure out that, okay, we understand that, but then, see, this person begins to drift off, and you say, well, why is he drifting off? Well, see, he was already a drifter, just like you. The reason why you guys found some type of chemistry is because y'all had something similar with each other. So the reason, in my perspective, as to why marriage is not the way it should be is because people don't realize that there's something missing within themselves, as if that brother said over there, as far as self-worth. But there is a sense of self-pride. There's a sense of self-cleansing. There's a sense of self-healing. And a lot of times we don't feel or know that we need to be healed until we get with someone. And then we look for that person to heal us. And then we get mad because of the outcome doesn't turn out to be in the way that you expect. So I say all that to say sometimes you got to take a step back. And in taking a step back, you can be able to take that step forward. And when you take that step forward, you'll come with a clear eye instead of a clouded eye. Because when you walk with a clouded eye, the only thing you're going to see is clouds. The only thing you're going to see is drama. The only thing you're going to see is danger.
That's why they go out there
and so that's what's really missing. If you decide to really take some time and do some self-evaluation, because when you self-evaluate yourself first, the things that you see in yourself, you're going to say, I need to check that. But then see, the things that you don't want to claim, you're going to see in someone else. You can be like, oh, I don't like why is he like this? Or why is he like that? Or why is she like this? And why is she like that? Because that little sneaky shit, is in you.
Absolutely.
See, it resides in you somewhere.
Absolutely.
So that's my take on that, you guys.
My sister right here got something to say. Again, if you just tuning in, we're talking about why marriage and commitment is not popular. Go ahead, Queen.
I agree with that, what everyone has said, but I think it's something else to it, too. My parents been married 54 years. They fought. They've not liked each other. They've threatened to leave and all of this stuff, but in the end, they've turned around and they fought to keep their relationship and our family together. I think now everything is so disposable. No one wants to fight for anything. You want to just go out and have it handed to you. You got kids don't go out and build a go-kart anymore. They got to sit at the computer and play go-kart on the TV. They got 24 hours everything now. No one has to go out and work for anything. They don't want to work for anything. When you have to start getting dirty, they start getting scared, they run away. And that's why marriages doesn't work, in my opinion.
Y'all having a good time so far? Yes, yes, yes. This next question here, panel. This next question is, how many times should you take a cheater back? How many times? Again, it's, but I want to know why. I want to know why you, Again, how many times should you take a cheater back?
No, not never.
All right, we'll start. We already know what you're going to say. Who want to hit it first? All right.
First of all, let me say, that was jokes.
Learn me.
Let me learn you something. All right, let me tap and turn my switch on. All right. I'm gonna take it in the context in that question is marriage, not dating or shacking up. Because to me, it don't count until you put that ring on. All right, so I'm going to talk about in that context. People cheat, and people do all that stuff, and people get divorced and have bad marriages before they even get into the marriage, okay? I look at marriage like war, right? Not like as far as fighting each other, but it's a war within yourself, and it's a war with your spouse. So before you get into war, what do? Go through training, right? So you run and jog and get in shape, learn how to shoot, learn how to use a knife, a dagger, whatever they call it, know how to throw a grenade. If the opponent throws something, you know how to defend yourself. So you get into things like premarital classes. You get therapy, you get counseling, because if you get into your marriage with a whole bunch of baggage that you ain't dealt with, you setting yourself up for failure. Not saying that you can't be successful, but in order to be successful, you got to get prepared for that war, because marriage is a lifelong war. So guess what? To answer the question about cheating, he was cheating before he got with you. She was cheating before she got with him. There's some issues that he might have dealt with or she might have dealt with growing up in a household with an abusive father, or the mama was out there doing whatever. So that's learned behavior. So when they get into a marriage, they just gonna do what they sing, just like little kids. Little kids do what they see. You hear a little kid 2 years old saying bitch, he was taught that. That's what he's seen. If he see his daddy beating up his mama, when he get older, that's how he gonna handle the situation, because that's what he's seen. So a cheater is a cheater before he get into the marriage, because there's issues and things that he has seen or she has seen before they even got married. All right, so take a cheater back? No, let's deal with the cheater before it even happened. Know what his daddy was like, his granddaddy was like. Know what his uncles was like. How was he raised? That's that communication and commitment in relationship. That was the first question. So when you get into it and then y'all get together, okay, say, we're going to take this step in marriage. Let's get some counseling. Because I got some issues within myself, and you got some issues within yourself that we need to deal with. Just like the Erykah Badu song, Bag Lady. You got too much stuff, dragging all them bags like that. That song is deep if you really listen to it. So the cheater part, he was doing it before y'all got together. So you wasn't going to change it, mama.
And I wouldn't have never said I do. So, housewife, no, I am not taking a cheater back. No, there is no second chance. No, there is not turn the other cheek. Once you've done it once you've realized that you have the opportunity and the way to do it, you shall not never do it again. Because you already have it in your mindset that I know what I need to do in order to get over. Lies. Yes, I may sing the Erykah Badu song and say Bag Lady. And as she carries that baggage, she knows she needs to drop that baggage in order for her to continue on. So I'm going to drop that baggage and that raggedy ass, whatever he is, and I'm going to let him go on about his merry way, because I would never say, and if those are your tendencies, that means those tendencies ain't going to change if I say I do. So you don't get the opportunity to do it again.
All right, so before we go on, raise your hand if you're married. Okay, awesome. So the majority of the room is single. We know that. And so to my brother's point, I do agree. If you're married, you need to fight for that. It sucks that you got cheated on, but get some counseling, get some coaching. Try to work through the fact that you got cheated on. If you are single, if you are married and you got cheated on, you need to work through that. You need to work through that. Hold on. Here's the reason. Shh. You made that covenant not with your spouse, but with God. So, No, God has everything to do with he cheating. Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. So let's take a step back, and I'm gonna stand up for this. Me and my background, I have a theology diploma, so I went to theology school, so I know the Bible front to back. I also have a master's degree and a bachelor's degree in organizational management. Also, I'm a relationship coach, so I play all sides. Now, the reason I brought that point up is I've studied the Bible exegetically, so I know God's mindset on marriage. And that's not a good reason to get divorced just because somebody cheated on you. It might not feel good to you. You might want to leave. You might feel like you got a good reason. But in God's eyes, he wants you to work through it. Now, if you're single, you do need to walk away because you have no obligation to this particular individual. So to my brother's point, right when he got in that relationship with you, man or woman, they were a cheater. It was in them to do that. So just because they might not have cheated in the last relationship, they have that within them to cheat because that desire is always there within us. So if they are not suppressing it and pushing it away on a consistent basis, they have that opportunity to cheat. They're going to take it. So if you're single, I believe that you should walk away. If you're married, fight for it.
Now put your hands together so far. I'm coming to you next. Let me tell you why this is good. Let me tell you why this is good. Because you have the right to your opinion, and you need to make a move off of it to how you may feel. I get what you feel, but neither one of them was incorrect. Okay? Now, I'm gonna mess y'all up. How many of y'all believe in God and you love him? He's the greatest thing ever happened to you. I'm talking about that. See, now we ain't about to go into religion. I'm talking about God. You know what I'm talking about. Hold on. Before I go there, let me finish my point before we go into religion hour. Right. No, because he brought up the marriage part. Let me clear it up then. If you made a covenant between God and your wife or your husband, that's the God that we're talking about right now. Does that make sense? Okay. All right. So going back to what she said as far as she not taking them back. And then he brought up the God part. Y'all cheat every day on God. Y'all cheat every single day, and he forgives. Now, we in the flesh. So because we in the flesh, we like, I'm not Jesus. I can't do that. I can't handle that. So you in the flesh instantly, what you asking God to give you don't give that to your brother or sister, but should we? Now, I'm with Manny, but on the same token, I think it's based upon if you can handle getting back and accepting if you married on a cheat. Because everybody can handle their husband or their wife cheating and then getting and moving on. So there is an out on that, on the adultery side. Am I right or wrong? But if you are built for it, if you can say, well, God, give me the strength, I love him and I love her, because a lot of times we're going to keep going through this, and I'm going through, this is just me hearing conversation and talking to people. I don't think every person who ever cheated was always necessarily a cheater, because everybody has cheated some type of way and has had a cheating thought. You may not have acted on it, but you sure enough thought about it. Now, if you want to bring God up in it, you still sin. I'm just being real. Right. Every single day. However, I think what's good about this is that you have a free will to decide if you want to move on or stay. You have that free will. And guess what? He's not going to hold it against you. You know, since y'all mentioned God. He ain't going to hold it against you if you decide, you know what, I cannot. Father God, I know you got the power, you got the strength, and the organs playing, the music playing. But at that point in time in your life, you just can't handle it. Because the same way that he or she couldn't handle what they did, you have the right to not handle, to move on, to stay there. Am I being real or not? So you have to make the choice yourself, because, I'm just being 100. Let me go. No, she wanted to say. My sister, I'm gonna come back, Ebony. Go ahead, Queen.
I was gonna say, I would think you should give a person one chance, but that depends on the person. Like you said, I agree, because I don't believe everybody's a cheater just because they cheated. You also have to look and see what you might have done to push them away to cheat, because there's also something that you could have done in the relationship, because it's two people relationship. Mm-hmm.
And that was a point that I didn't mention, is that sometimes we get men and women, because we got to stop this as a man thing. No, it's a man and woman thing. Men and women get comfortable in their marriages and their relationships and think like, we married, put up with my stuff, that's just how it is. You said forever, and then you're neglecting one another. Now I'm gonna mess you up. When you neglect, you basically pushing him or her out, whether you want to accept it or not. And then you want them to play Superman or Superwoman to all the neglect that you've been pushing them on. Well, the number one reason why some people cheat is the sex, right? You keep denying him or her, you are pushing him or her to that situation. It don't make it right that he or she does it. It does not. It does not. I'm not giving no excuses, but I'm saying is, I'm a man. I'm gonna be real. I don't care y'all judge. I ain't in here for y'all to send me to hell or heaven. But if I'm sitting up like this, constantly, all right, if it's something I'm not doing, well, we can't take care to make me, then you need to talk to me. Because eventually, my eyes, well, first of all, I'm going to mess all y'all up. Men and women look. Married or not, you look. You just may not act on it. You may not act on it. I don't care how fine your wife or your husband is to you. You see somebody when you just walking down the street, you say, damn. Am I lying, or you only got eyes for one person? You're perfect. You always. Now, if y'all want to say no, okay, honey, you the only. And dude, if you believe that, you crazy. You said what?
Why I gotta be a woman? Go on to that.
Oh, you saw it talk. Come on, my brother, come on, say. This is my brother call me every week and be pumping the show up. Every day. Yes, sir.
All right. My man said that he brought God into the place that it's okay. God said it's okay for you to cheat. Nah. First of all, whoa. To my understanding, whoa. Let me speak. You spoke. Let me speak. All right? Let me speak. All right? Now, y'all just got through talking about why do people cheat on each other. Listen to yourself. You say, why do people cheat on each other? You already setting yourself up in your mind saying, okay, cool, I'm going to give him one chance. You setting yourself up to be cheated on. So, what? I'm not saying you. I'm just saying the people with this thought. See what I'm saying? Because for one, if I'm married to someone, I made a commitment to my wife or that person I made a commitment to, not God. God was my witness of my commitment I made. All right? Now, outside of God witnessing the commitment I made to my wife or she made to me, this is between me and her. So if I go out there and cheat, it's not God's fault. God got nothing to do with this. It was my fault. I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying to the point was, my man was stating to the fact that God had a place. This way it sounds like to me, that everybody should, it's okay, baby. You go out there and cheat 1 or 2 times. It's cool. I'm going to forgive you. No, it's not like that. If you cheat 1 time, that's it. Because you broke the commitment. That's it. You broke that commitment. Whatever commitment I made to this woman, that commitment was broke when I cheated. So she has no room to forgive me. Because see, in my mind already, I left. I respect what you're saying.
So let me tell you why. I'm gonna mess y'all up though. Because I like to listen. He has a right to leave, and she has a right. You have the right to leave off the one time if he or she breaks the promise. In the marriage, girl, whatever you in. Okay? but you make a 30-year commitment to a house. I hear you though, but we value the house more than we value the marriage. Going back to what Manny was saying, we value. No, I'm just being 100. Let me say, I'm being 100. I respect what you said. I get it. You have the right to, but when we know this when we sign a contract or we get a car, you stuck, and you be like, hey. And then eventually you be like, damn, Rip, I didn't get that damn warranty, and I gotta stand my. And then you all of a sudden figure out. You figure out how I'm gonna make this work. No, what I'm doing is comparing. I'm comparing fleshly things. That's all I'm doing. I don't care how much research you do in the house, there's a clause that says just in case we miss something, this contract is still right here. Am I right? When you buy a house, they say just in case out of all these 100 pieces of paper that you signed and we mess up, you still got to pay for that house.
All right. I had to stand up because I'm little. And my feet was falling asleep. You have had your feet fall asleep? I can't feel my toes, you feel me? My circulation was bad. I just had to add a little laughter in the room because we was getting tense. Because my man in that red jacket, boy, he was over there. All right, so let me ask y'all a question. It's just general. What is cheating? So we can all be on the same page. What's cheating? Is it sex? No. Is it emotional? Anything that you deem your spouse unapproving of is cheating. Emotional, physical, anything, right? So taking a girl to Waffle House and it ain't my wife, that's cheating. That you cheating. All right. So I want to put that out there. So, bruh, if your wife found out that you took another chick to Waffle House and she said she was going to leave you, what's your argument? Nothing. You going to be like, I'm cool with that?
Hold on. We got everybody here. People watching this. Hold on, right. He said, friend.
That's first and foremost. I wouldn't be taking another woman to the Waffle House. That's first. No, see, now say, oh, whoa. See, now you say co-worker. That's business. Okay, but he didn't say that. His question was, now, as far as business-wise, it's an appropriate time and place for those things. First of all, okay, whoa. First of all, all right. First of all, if it's a business relationship, my wife will be already informed of my business relationship. That's first and foremost. No, not supposed to. She will be. No. You keep saying suppose. Suppose is not in my nature. Oh, no, but that's me. But that's what I'm saying. I'm talking about me personally because you asked me. First of all, my wife would know. Second of all, anything that's going on as far as business-wise, my wife is there with me anyway. If I can't go, she'll be there. So I wouldn't be caught in the Waffle House with another woman for my wife to find out.
My question was general.
Oh, no, there's no general.
You said you cheat one time, it's over.
No, absolutely.
So my question is general.
Go ahead.
So I want to know.
So they watching us on Facebook, so they got to hear you. So you got to talk to the microphone.
So I want to know, just general, what is classified as cheating? Is that an individual preference? Is that a man thing, a woman thing? That's my question. What is cheating?
All right. We're going to move on to the next question. I'm gonna classify what is cheating. All right? Cheating starts in the mind. You have these thoughts, okay? You may not act on them, but you start thinking about them. Start thinking about him, her, You start thinking about certain things and being with somebody or like cheating. Like I'm gonna be real with you. Cheating starts when you with your man or your woman and you see somebody else and they catch your eye and you quickly have to say, move yourself over. Am I right or wrong? What? Thank you. You're lusting. Cheating started right then and there. Yeah. So I'm gonna go with Miss Ebony J. So cheating might start with you start liking all her pictures, all his pictures. The minute they post a picture with their girl or their kids, you don't even hit like. You only hit the pictures with them by themselves. That's where cheating starts. Right. Does that make sense? Cheating starts when you have a conversation, you became friendly with a coworker or a friend, and you start talking about your relationship, how it's messed up. You started cheating right then and there. Now you probably was not thinking about hitting it, but you started expressing personal emotional things that only you and her or him were supposed to talk about. Even if you was just talking to a dude, the same sex, a woman, because the whole covenant was between y'all two. So if you get to talking to anybody about your relationship and you're venting, you're cheating. Y'all don't want to hear that. That's too, that's, and guess what? We all have been guilty of that. If you call your mama to talk about something about your man, something about your woman, and you see, especially I'm being 100 because they're gonna side with you because that's family. Some of them will, not all. Some of them will, because a real parent will look at themselves and look at you and say, no, that's. So we can go on about what's cheating. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Which goes back to what I was saying. Everybody cheats. You may not physically cheat, but in your mind and this flesh. I'll give you a good example. I'm gonna move on. Then I gotta move on. Cause see, all y'all be all churchy and y'all don't want to be real. How many of y'all? Hold on. Let me. Cause see, y'all make me forget my thought. Like they was over here forgetting thoughts. How many of y'all ever bought a new car and you love your new car? Now, you finally got the car you wanted. Damn, come on. You see another car, be like, damn, I might have to go ahead and get that. You done cheated on your own self. You done saved up, took them $7,000, got you a nice, or whatever. Maybe you didn't even pay $7,000. You had good credit. You just walked in and got the car. Then your car be like, look at this Mickey figure. I'm making him or her look good. Now they right. I'm gonna make sure I get a nail. I'm gonna like, hey nail, here I am. Hey beautiful, what's your question?
I have a question. So where would a person learn cheating from? Where do you think that would like be taught from?
Because we human. Hold on. Go on, let me come back.
Okay. I'll take this for a second. Okay, from what I've learned from a man, cheating starts in your home, right? So as a child, your mom may have multiple men, or your dad may have multiple women. Okay, wait a minute. So if you see your mom with multiple men and you're like your daddy in the house, your mama with multiple men on Fridays or Saturdays, so that means that your mom is cheating on your dad, right? So you as a child, you looking like, oh, okay, like that's how it's supposed to be. So if your dad is with your mom and your dad got multiple women, a man is looking like, oh, that's what it's supposed to be. So you're grown up, you're taught like that's how you're supposed to treat women. Unless you're taught love in your home and you like, you know what I'm saying? Like you got a married couple, you ain't never see your daddy do this, your mama doing this. So then you like, okay, that ain't what love is. In the home, you're supposed to be taught love first, right? So then when you get older, you learn to love somebody else, right?
Okay, that's an individual thing. Yeah, no, because I saw my father one day grab my mama, pet. Teresa's not going to wear pants. And he grabbed her like this. I've never done that to no woman in my life at all. But some men, some women, they do what they see. But a little baby never heard a lie at 2 or 3 years old, and a kid will lie to you in a heartbeat. You'll say, did you do that? And the baby is like, no, I didn't do that. It's your human nature. It's your human nature. We all got sin in us, so it's your human nature just to sin. It's what sin do you adapt to more? It's what one make you say, oh, this one is me. Oh, this one is me. Oh, this one. Mine is income taxes, lying about how many kids are these of mine. Mine is cheating and hitting all the women. Mine is lying. It just depends on what your nature is in life, period. Not everything is taught, but you're not wrong on what you're saying. It's not everybody does not decide to say, you know what? My father beat the hell out of my mama, so I'm going to beat these women. Some dudes be like, man, I'm going to beat your ass, you hit my mama. I'm going to give a damn if you my father. No, that's not true. I've seen that behavior. Sometimes. Yeah. But you're right. I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just saying it's not for everybody because I saw a lot. And thank God I didn't do everything I saw going on. Hey, you next, bro. And then
I was just going to say, I thought you said cheating starts with the mind. So I always thought cheating was just the physical interaction. Like, you're right. That's why you got a show, and I don't.
I just wanted to address what this young lady brought up when it comes to cheating, and that she's saying that it's taught in the home. The reality is that it's spiritual, and I think we miss it so often that it's spiritual. So I'm explaining to you how it's spiritual. My brother in the red jacket don't agree, but that's all right. So the Bible says that the iniquities of the father will be passed on to the third and fourth generation of those that hate me. So what happens is it's generational. I come from a generation where I saw grandfathers, fathers, uncles, and it's just this long line of generation of cheaters in our lineage. And when I came to the Lord and got saved, I decided to break that curse that was on our family. So I think we miss it sometimes. This thing is deeper than surface. It's deeper than flesh. This thing is spiritual, and we discount it. We discount the spiritual aspect because we don't believe it to be real. But if you were a man and he cheating, check his father out, check his uncles out, check his grandfather out, check his great-grandfather out, and you're going to see a pattern. And that's called an iniquity. And that thing is real, and that's where a lot of cheating comes from. And we discount that because we're not connected spiritually. We're connected fleshly, but we're not connected spiritually.
Is that real? And when we go on to the next question, but when we started, isn't that what I said when we started? We jumped straight to the bed and we don't talk. All right, next question. What a great segue to this one. Why are so many people opposed to open marriages? Listen, what we're going to do, we're not going to judge. We're just going to answer and discuss. We got about 15 more minutes left. Why are so many opposed to open marriage? Who want to go first?
You said why are they opposed or why do they agree?
Why they opposed to it?
Oh.
Like if they in a relationship and they be like, hey,
because I don't want to share. If we're married, I don't want to share. I married you because I want just you. And I think that with society, a lot of us is feeling like we do have to be in. We do have to share. I don't want him to have a side chick, so that's the reason why I'm going to go ahead and allow him to go over Keisha's house a couple of days out the week. No, I'm opposed to it all the way because I don't want to share. If I gotta be just for you, coming home with you every night, being just with you, you should want the same. And I think that people don't want that, they don't value that, or because they're afraid of what other people think, they feel like they gotta have so many options. They want to have multiple. No, take care of that one, make that one satisfied, make that one happy, and then you will achieve what you need to achieve in life. But if you're trying to make this person happy, this person, you're not. It's too much. You're not going to be able to handle it. So I'm opposed to open marriages because I don't want to share you. I'm giving you my all. I want your all too, period.
Amen. Next question. Hey, drop the mic on that one.
Right. Now this is funny. So if you live with somebody you're married, you might understand this next question. Whoever been married. When the TV on all night bothers the other partner, should the all-night TV watcher compromise? Okay. When the TV on all night bothers the other partner, should the all-night TV watcher compromise? So let me, do I need to paint the picture? Because it's something about, you can have the TV on the same volume at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. But when you sleep and you didn't even hit the remote, and you ever woke up like, what that damn TV so loud now? Why is the TV so loud? And they sitting up in there, it's 11 o'clock. You tired. And all you hear is, Law and Order. Law and Order, you trying to go to sleep. Law and Order's on. I don't want to hear about, we know what's going to happen at the end. Cut the damn TV off, I'm tired. Then you, and then real quick, I'm coming right back. Who controls the remote control? The first person who got in the bed? The first.
I'll go, then I'll switch. I'm going to go quick. That's funny. It's simple, but that'll cause a 3-month argument. So I'm going to just speak from experience. I like to talk about myself. I was raised in a household where I seen the best of both worlds. My mother, my father, my dad spoke up there, and my mom is right here. They've been married 43 years. I'll give it up for them. Me and my wife been together 21, but we've been married 17. So I've learned so much from them. And me and my dad, that's my nigga right there. That's my homeboy. That's my gangster. Yeah, that's my dog right there. So me and him have conversations just about marriage, just about small stuff, like dying to yourself. If you're a spiritual person, you understand what that is. I ain't got time to go into it. But as a man, if my wife needed to sleep with the TV on, just me being me, we would have a conversation like, baby, it's keeping me up. You sleeping good, but it's keeping me up. I'm irritable at work. We got to come up with a compromise. Maybe you can get some Bluetooth headphones and put them on while I sleep. You know, there has to be a conversation. Because if there's not a conversation, then there's an argument.
You ain't never lied.
Then that argument had you sleeping on the couch, still not sleeping. So I'm going to go to Manny.
That's good. And also with that same point, my wife and I kind of dealt with some of that early on when we first got married. And we decided together that we wouldn't have a TV in our bedroom. So there's no TV at all. So if we want to watch TV, it's all the way downstairs. So by the time you get ready to go to bed, you're really ready to go to bed. Or you sleeping on the couch watching TV, and I'm upstairs in the bed, or she's upstairs in the bed, and that person doesn't have to deal with that. And also with that same point is that the people that really, really need that TV on at night, there's something going on psychologically that make you feel that you need that TV because you can't sleep, because your mind is racing, so you feel like you got to have something on. And if you really take a step back, whoever asked that question, and say, why can't I sleep without the TV? What is going on? Like, what have I always been this way? Has it been since I was a kid? Do I need to watch this particular thing? And if you really take a step back and think about it, once you find out that particular need, you'll be able to have more peace at night without the TV. Because there is going to be certain instances where there is going to be no TV. And then what is going to be your outlet? The radio. And so whoever is dealing with that, there's some really good apps out there that helps you sleep. Like it has these different melodies going on. Rain coming down, thunderstorms. Try that. That's a good option. My wife had to do that for some time, and she even used earplugs to be able to help her sleep, to tune out everything that was going on.
I'd like to add to that. He says there's no TV in the room, and he's a new father. Congratulations. Because, see, you know what's irritating? When you horny and they into Lifetime. When you're horny, they talking about, did you just see they just shot 7 people? Look at this. Listen, God, I'm sorry, but I'm horny. And then now she want to be sensitive. You got to answer her needs, and you like, come on. I'm trying to get some. I'm too real. I'm a horny dude. Men are horny. All men are horny. Men are horny right now. All the men, if you're horny, if you had a horny thought today, and you're not ashamed or embarrassed, make some noise. Now, women, women, are y'all horny all the time too? Y'all think about it just like, so don't you judge me then. What's wrong with you? Next question. What do you do if you and your mate are not sexually compatible? What do you do if you and your mate are not sexually compatible? I.e., one desires sex more than the other. One desires. Now listen, because we almost done here. I listened to this whole thing. I've listened tonight. And a lot of y'all be so tied into the whole flesh and sex that you don't listen. All right? I listened to, and it leads up to these questions, and the answers already was given if you was paying attention. Let's go to it.
There is no way that I'm going to be with an individual that cannot meet my sexuality. If you are with me, that means you understand. Stop saying I'm rubbing my leg. Shut up, Bravo. Shut your ass. If you are with me, then I already know. You should already know what my appetite is. You should already know how to meet it, match it, if not exceed it. So if there's a question, you will never, no, not never, be the person that I'm with because you can't feel my appetite. So, why, Sway? The lies you tell, because I'm going to try out what I'm going to get. I'm not going to be with somebody and just say, hey, yo, see, hey, yo, hold up. But see what Jesus said back in the day. I love him, and he's in my heart. But I need to see what he working with, how thirsty he is, and how far he willing to go. Because sister's appetite is matching this individual here who said he horny all the time. Yes, Lord, she's horny all the time.
She said she horny all the time. Is that a song? Honey all the time, honey all the time, honey all the time. Hold on, listen to this. Right. So, but don't you go to another levels once y'all been together for so long? Yes, no. You want to say something? Or because hold on. Because sometimes some of y'all get to tripping and going back to what I was saying, you doing other things, and what you want to say?
I just got one thing to say. The bottom line is this. You said, what if you're in a relationship and your mate, doesn't want sex as much as you? If you don't want sex as much as me, you're not going to be my mate. Like, period, point blank. I'm going to hit it. Otherwise, I'm going to hit it and quit it, period. Because if it sucks, it's a wrap.
All right. So, I ain't tripping. I'm not tripping. Listen, because I said that earlier. I said when y'all remember when I said when you keep denying her, she ready to do it, and then he ready to do it. Now then it goes back to that whole commitment thing. Now listen, I'm because I hear this a lot. So let's just say, okay, he or she has some health situation going on, or they got some emotional stuff going on. You are horny as hell. They can't meet the match. She say they better give her a pass. No, because what I'm saying is, now, I don't mean to put y'all on blast, okay? But this is experience in the room. That's all I'm saying. This is experience in the room. Yes, you can.
I think we focus so much on sex, so I'm going to keep it 100 with you. My wife went through breast cancer, okay? She couldn't have sex. She didn't want to have sex because she was going through chemotherapy. So what do you do in that instance? We so focused on that physical that we actually miss the jewel and the gift we have. So if I could never have sex again with my wife because of a medical condition, which there are couples out there that are dealing with that on a daily basis, you have to look to the inner person, who she is or he is, and why you even are married to them or attracted to them. We so caught up in the physical, I'm telling you, and the physical is what's destroying us because it's all spiritual. Even our relationship is spiritual. Even the fact that she had breast cancer, had to get a breast removed. Most men would have left because I'm so caught up in the physical. But I ain't caught up in what's going on the inside. So there's times where you won't, most of y'all in here are young. Most of you men are young. It's going to come a time, men, when it ain't going to get hard. Keeping it 100. Now, some folks run the Viagra, but Viagra is giving you heart disease. It's causing you to go blind. I'm just putting it out there to you. And women, you're not exempt. It's going to come a time where you may not be able to do something because of an illness. So that's 100%. That's real talk. And so that's when you rely on the commitment and the covenant that you made before God when you said, I do.
And just to second that point, now again, I'm newly married, so I have not experienced, so I applaud you for everything you just said. But with my wife just having a baby, I can't have sex with her for 6-7 weeks. So I'm not about to be like, you know what, I'm done with you. I'm about to go cheat and get some butt from somebody else because you can't do what I want you to do. So I just have to wait during this time. And honestly, during this time, that was really allowed me to see my wife in a whole different way. It's allowed me to respect her in a different way and see all that she has inside of her other than just her body. Now, yeah, when I first hooked up with her, it was because of how good she looked and her smartness and her brightness. But at the end of the day, she's also so beautiful. The fact that she pushed that baby out, knowing all the pain that she endured, she did that for me. She did that for us. That's something that I could never do for her. So it was much more than sex. So if I have to wait 6 weeks, 12 weeks, or 3 months, heck yeah, it's going to be hard. In more ways than just one. No pun intended. But I'll have to wait because I'm not going nowhere. Even if we weren't married, I'll still have to wait. So I think a lot of people need to take a step back. And yes, sex is important. It feels great, but that's not the most important thing. And if that's the only reason you're with somebody is how good the sex is, if you take the sex away, what you gonna do?
All right. Before I go out to these two, this portion of the show is being brought to you by any lotion who wants to sponsor the next relationship hour, or KY Jelly. You feel me? Who? Yeah. That's right. Y'all got lotion downstairs in the basement. Oh. we got 7 more minutes, y'all. Who going first?
All right, you guys, I got to stand up for this one. Because, reason being, I understand exactly what this couple was talking about. I had a health scare to a point where I had never had a mammogram before, and they found something. And the great thing about it was that there was nothing there. But before then, I had a myomectomy surgery in March. They found out they had a fibroid tumor in my uterus. It was traumatic for me right after my 40th birthday. And I say all that to say, you know, when it was my time to feel as though I was vulnerable, because sometimes as women, even as men, we don't feel as though we can feel vulnerable, even with the ones that we love and we trust, because we don't want to show a form of weakness. And so I say all that to say, when my husband got hurt many years ago, this is before we even got married. See, it was a choice and it was a decision for me to decide whether I want to live with these things or decide that that's not something that I want to indulge in. And these were severe injuries. He had a back injury, knee injury, shoulder injury. Who's to say how things would have turned out in our relationship, whether I decided to marry him or not? But the choice that I chose was the fact that I loved him. I was in love with him. I looked at the things that made us as being a couple. I worked on the strength, I worked on the perseverance, I worked on the things that mattered. And in doing those things, I built him and he built me. A lot of times people don't use another person's weaknesses as a strength to build them. They use it as another strength to build themselves. They use it as a way to find an excuse to leave. They use it as a way to find an excuse to cheat because of what the situation is. They can't necessarily deal with that because they have never really put themselves and say, well, what if this happens? The what if factor. So I say all that to say, you know, my commitment to my husband was heartfelt and has always been that way. And that was before we got married. And it's just a decision that you decide within yourself. And when it came down to me, he was there for me just as much. And we're 17 years strong, so.
I know it's been controversial between me and some other people in here, but I mean the best for everyone. What I've realized in my years of my 3 marriages and about the 17 years of my wife here, it takes 3 things, 3 elements, mind, body, and soul. If she can't or I can't on one of those pillars can't fulfill that, I turn to the other 2 until the other pillar is strong enough to the point where we can reapproach that. So you have to realize, you have to be able to compromise. Especially, you're talking about the other person that you love, the other person that you made this commitment to. Is sex going to stop me from loving my wife? No. No, you crazy as hell. No, this is my partner. This is the person I made that commitment to. So I commend everyone who has, definitely the older brother here and his wife.
Yes.
Of, 24 years?
Yes.
Older brother, absolutely, absolutely. No disrespect, but that's where I want to be with my wife. I want to be able to look back on my life and say, hey, man, remember we went to that crazy-ass relationship show? 10 years from now, you know what I'm saying? But that's what it takes, though, you know what I'm saying? But you guys, thank you, and...
Hey, put your hands together, man. Did y'all enjoy yourself tonight? All right. I really appreciate y'all coming out, man. We can go on and on and on. And me and DB was just talking, and so we back next month, second Saturday. Yeah. So we'll be here next in December, 2 weeks. Invite a friend, have them come on out and join us because I got so many I just can't get to them all, and we need more than an hour. So at least 2 hours. So look. So let's do, and what I do, because I don't like to hold too long, let's do like 45 minutes, and then we'll go break, and then we'll come back. So we just speed up the time a little bit. That makes sense? Real quick, if you got a business or you're a professional in whatever arena you're in, I want you to come up here on the microphone and tell everybody about your business. I want this couple right here to come. They call me, man, and represent on the show, man, damn near every day. So make sure y'all tune in 100.3. Show them some love as they come. And you can get on the mic. You just want to say, I do hair. I got a car dealership. I do whatever I do. I sell pajamas. Go ahead, Queen.
Good evening, everyone. I hope you guys enjoyed yourself tonight because I sure did. Our company, we specialize in 2 different businesses. Actually, we have a total of 4. Stop it, Mr. Johnson. So our main business right now, we specialize in audio video production. Our company is called NBF for Life. The acronym stands for Naturally Born Free for Life Productions, LLC. and we specialize in audio video production. We've been established for 5 years. We've done a variety of different videos throughout Cincinnati. Our other invention that we are the manufacturers and distributors of our own finished product called AbFlow. And AbFlow is a new approach to doing crunches. We were actually on Fox 19 on Memorial's Day, and I gave a presentation on how our fitness is ran. And what I would like to do for you guys this evening is kind of give you a mild demonstration on a traditional technique on how you can use it. It's a new approach to doing crunches. There's nothing like it in the market. The motivation behind it came from a dream from my husband when he sustained his injuries. And since we're speaking about God, God is a wonderful God. Is that right? And so God is the one who gave my husband this dream, and we decided to take it into full fruition and make it be something that would be profitable, and not only that, that would be something that people could feel comfortable doing. It allows you to take the pressure off of your back, so if you suffer from any back problems like a herniated disc or a bulging disc and so forth, it allows your back to remain straight, allowing your upper part of your body to remain stable while the lower part of your body is flexible. So what I'm gonna do, we brought one of our products this evening, and I would love to give you a demonstration if you guys are ready. Ready? Okay.
Hey. Now here's the demonstration right quick. Oh, guys with the mic.
I'm sorry, this is our product. We are the manufacturers and distributors of every last one. Me and my husband make them. And so, is it shut off?
Oh, we're still on. Yeah, we're still on. Tell them, say it one more again.
AbFlow. Are you ready to get your flow on? Get your flow on.
Flow on. Everybody get your flow on.
So what I'm going to do, and you're going to come, Mr. Johnson, can you come assist me, please? What I'm going to do, you guys, I'm going to give a traditional technique demonstration on how you utilize our product. I want you to understand that at one point in time, I used to be 230 pounds. I am now 179 pounds. So I've lost quite a bit dealing with the, thank you, babe. There you go. So this is a serious passion for me, not only just for my husband, but this is something that not only saved my husband's life, but I feel it saved many lives. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to place it down on the floor gently. You notice I'm going to squat. A lot of people, they can't get on their knees because of surgery. So it's okay because you can actually utilize this product in your chair. This way it will still target the lower core of your body, which is the hardest part to get rid of. What I'm going to do, I'm going to put my knees gently on the AbFlow. I'm going to stretch out, shoulder length apart. I want you guys to notice that my back is straight. I'm not hyperextending. I don't want anyone doing like this. I don't want anybody doing like this because that's not the proper way to do it. You're going to point your toes out because if not, my toes will kind of hit the floor a little bit. So I'm like 6 inches off the floor, okay? And so my knees is in the middle of the AbFlow. I'm going to extend out, crunch in. The only thing you're using is the lower part of your body. It's very easy. You're using your own body weight, but you're only using half of it. The motivation, once you get going. Now, see, I'm going to let you guys know in this relationship hour, this is kind of sexual. Now, this is kind of sexual right here, because when the man is rolling, you know you want him to roll in real good like this here. You know what I'm talking about? Then hit that like there. Right there. And then go on right there. Right there. But at the end of the day, the regular traditional technique is just in and out like that. So, after you're done.
This nigga cleaning his glasses. Do you hear me?
Did he get fogged up?
Yeah, he's cleaning his glasses. What the
But after, what you do, you're going to get off of it gently, put each hand on each side, push up on your toes, stand up, and there you go.
Oh, my.
Thank you.
The traditional AbFlow, real quick, Sam. Well, I sustained my injuries. I got hit with an overhead crane at work. 10.5 ton almost killed me. Messed up my shoulder, my back. at my knee to the point where I couldn't do anything. Oh, I'm sorry. And we had to come up with something. I had to come up with something so I could get moving again. I think my biggest was like 370 or something to the nature. And it saved my life. But I'm not saying it's just because it's my product. I tell people within the first 10 reps, you'll feel it. It works all 29 muscle groups. And if you ever get a chance and you want, yeah, actually you can hold on to it. And next time you come here, you bring it back and you tell me your results. Yes. So, thank you.
Thank you. Come here, Snatch. Come on, Snatch.
What else, baby? Come on, Snatch. Okay, we camera here. My name is Yolanda Snatcher. Thank you for giving me a few seconds to talk about my business, which is My Body Snatcher. We are a local business, but we cater to women and men all over the country and actually all over the world. What we focus on is the core section and midsection to pull your waist in. So I have garments to get rid of this. So if you have a fupa or a little back fat or a little something you try to pull in, I have products that's gonna smooth you out, pull your waist in. So, girl, let them see you. You see that thank you, boo. So, my website is www.mybodysnatcher.com. I do have a location downtown Cincinnati where I meet people by appointment to size them up for the appropriate product that they need. Most of the bartenders are snatched. Nicole is snatched up there if you want to see an actual demo of it. I wear mine during the day. So at night, I can kind of enjoy being a little smaller than I was when I started. You can work out in them. They support your back. And we also have them for men. So if you know DB, he works out pretty regularly. He also wears a sweat vest, a compression vest to increase perspiration and pull water weight out of the body so the cuts will come through. So to contact me, I'm on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at mybodysnatcher.com. I do have some cards behind the bar if you want to grab one. They have a coupon code on it. I do have my coupon code going on. It's Love You for 15% off. I love y'all. mybodysnatcher.com. Thank you.
All right, guys. Thank y'all so much. Y'all give it up. DB want to say something real quick. DB.
Hey, if y'all see what DB looked like before he started.
Watch your mouth now. Watch your mouth now. Hey. Hey, okay. Real quick. I've been getting a lot of thank yous, but I have to also thank my partner, Rodrigo, who is the other owner here. So two brothers came together to put together a space where you all could come and enjoy and kick back. So it's not just me. It's our staff also. Thank you to my staff, and I appreciate you all supporting us because we're very humbled by the support we've been getting from the community, and we appreciate that. So please keep supporting us. If there's something that you want to do here and it fits what we're trying to do, please reach out to us. We want to continue to work with the community, and I wanted to say all the people that are talking about their businesses, if you know that you're an entrepreneur, you know the struggle. So we wanted to say thank you all. Thank you, Sam, Sylk, Jabron, everyone that's here. Make sure y'all stick around and eat, drink, and tip my bartenders. Make them ring that bell, and you all can stay as long as you want. Appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you.
All right, real quick, Danny.
Hey, real quick, y'all. Again, I mentioned my books early on. I got a special tonight, 2 for $20. If y'all want one, come see me 2 for $20 tonight.
I got chicken ribs in the back. If y'all want some in my trunk, they cold. No, I'm playing. I'm comedian Jabron Arnold. I do comedy all over, everywhere. Y'all can see me every first Saturday. I'm here doing comedy. We bring comedians from all over to do some stand-up. It's free. We don't charge y'all. We just ask y'all to tip the bartender. My mom, she is a artist. She has a studio down at the Pendleton Arts Center. And your art is where?
It's at Macy's.
It's at Macy's.
Okay. I'm not as aggressive as Jabron. This is the baby son. But I am a local artist here in Cincinnati. I'm at the Pendleton Arts Center. How many have ever visited the Pendleton?
It's right across the street
Okay.
from the casino.
The last Friday of each month from 6 to 10 is a good date night. It's free. I'm on the 6th floor, 6001. You could come and see my art. But on the first Fridays, before Gibran does his comedy, I'm going to be here from 4 to 6. And I'm going to have art parties. So for those who are interested, I'll give you my phone number. Yeah, I have my artwork is at Macy's. I do commissions. If you don't know what commissions are, whatever you desire, I will paint for you. I also teach. So if you're interested in learning how to draw and learning how to paint, my number is 513-706-0743. So starting next month, I will be giving art parties. My name is Crystal Arnold. Okay. Okay. Okay.
All right, now go on. Get on now. Go on. Get on now. But y'all can follow me on Facebook, Comedian Jabron Arnold. I'm on Instagram, Comedian Jabron Arnold. I'm not on, she just like blew my mind. I'm not on Snapchat. So I guess I got to get on that so y'all can follow me. All the light-skinned people, you know what I'm saying? If you dark-skinned, don't even matter, send me no requests.
Hello, everyone. You know, kings and queens. I am Miss Ebony J, the host that does the most. Aside from being on 100.3 every Friday and Sunday from 3 to 7, I own my own media company. So aside from, you know, being on the radio, I host events. I also come and can cover your events. I help businesses build up their businesses, entrepreneurs who want to grow. And I also have a nonprofit, I Am a Queen program where I go to different schools and churches and teach young girls how to really embrace who they are and become the queen that's within. So if you have a business or anything that you are doing in the community or that you've overcome, I would love to network with you because I love to bring a different queen with me every time I go to the schools and churches to help uplift our youth. So if you would like to work, I put my card on everybody's seat. Please let me know if you need me. Again, you can book me for services or my company. And I also have I Am a Queen shirts for sale, $15. All the proceeds go to a scholarship that I'll be giving out next week. I am so excited. I've been selling shirts all summer, and I finally get a chance to go ahead and release this scholarship. So thank you so much, Tim Sylk, for allowing me to be a part of this panel.
Real quick before I go, this is the last one. She's a real estate agent. What's your name, Queen? I know she got that chicken in her mouth. Go ahead. No, take your time.
Yeah, I'm a real estate agent. My name is Sharon Fagan. And since we're talking relationships, I also do bedroom candy.
Y'all, and bedroom candy is on point, too. That's my girl, Candy. Me and Candy real good, real cool. Yeah, look, they got some stuff. So, I'm done. You going to close it out.
One more thing. I do own a hair salon. My wife right here, she runs a beautiful hair salon, Glendale Salon. So if we're looking for stylists, so if you're a stylist, make sure y'all get out of Facebook. Her name is...
Hello, everyone. I'm Chanice Arnold. I own a salon, Glendale Salon, 230 East Sharon Road. We're forever always looking for stylists. So if you know any stylists who are looking for a good, positive place to be, Glendale Salon is it. So I'm